a brand new episode here on Glengarry, the Contractor series. So today we are in the sunflower fields, finishing off the 4 harvest contracts that we had. If you remember, we had a wheat, a sorghum, and then 2 sunflowers. And as I say, we're in the first of the sunflower fields today, and we are excuse me, going to be finishing these off and seeing what else comes up on contract. I had a little look before we started. There isn't much on there. There's only some silaging, but we're okay for that at the moment. But yeah, so we'll get these 2 fields done, and then we'll skip it on to the next day, and then I'm pretty certain we'll have some more ploughing and contracting and drilling and stuff like that to do. So all is good. So I hope you're having a good day. I again offer my apologies for yesterday's video. As I say, I was in a bit of a rush yesterday, and I did the video. People like the chatty videos, and so I that's what I decided to do. But hopefully it was okay. So yeah, as I say, today we're going to get this done, and then move on to see what else occurs. We've got some baling to do in here as well, and in the wheat field as well. So we will do that as well. The farms don't mind us baling the straw, so obviously, as I say, we've got that to do as well. Whether we do actually get in or not in time to do them, because these contracts have to be completed by today. The farmer wants them all finished and done and dusted at the end of today. So whether there's time to actually come in and bale them, I don't know, but we'll trial the straw in the hope that there may well be, and see what happens. But there might not be. As I say, the day is pushing on, and we are getting slightly late now. Hoping a tractor and trailer is going to be back in time, because I've set up the course and realised that I've said it. I've joined this course from this field and another course from another field that are going to the same place, but I've joined the wrong 2 courses together. So I'm hoping it works, but it may not. Oh no, he's back, so hopefully then it will work. But we'll wait and see. We will wait and see what occurs. In all fairness, actually, probably just thinking about it wouldn't be too difficult to just change that and just swap where it joins, and then I'd be able to have it. It doesn't matter too much. As I say, as long as the 2 John Deeres get around, although the other John Deere has stopped somewhere else. Oh dear. As I say, I'm not bad with auto drive, but I'm not brilliant either. So we will need to just find out where it is, because otherwise we're going to be waiting around forever and a day for a tractor and trailer. But we'll get this load out of the combine, because we are not far from being full. So these sunflowers have actually yielded quite well, to be fair to the farmer. So we'll see what goes on, and how much we get in total across the field. It's not actually all that easy to see where the next breed is. Let's just bring the camera in a little bit further. But yeah, so it's hopefully going to be a busy episode. But what I'm going to do is, we're full. I was rather hoping he was going to get there, but not quite. Alright, while we're unloading, I will go and see if I can find the other tractor and trailer. Quite why he has gone here. Where are we? So he has gone back to field 12 by the looks of that, so I don't know why that is. So we'll get him to go again, because nowhere on there does it say field 12. So I have no idea why he's done that, but we'll see where he goes this time around, and then we'll see what happens. Oh dear, like I say, not that brilliant with auto drive, so you do have to forgive me a little bit, because as I say, I'm still sort of learning it, but it is, I am learning that it is a mod well worth learning, if that made any sense. It made sense in my head. Yeah, it is a mod, as I say, mod well worth learning. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to some music and time lapse, and we'll get these done, because this will take a little while. So I will see you all in a little while. Bye for now. And I'm back. So, we've got the sunflowers harvested, thank goodness, after some interesting issues with auto drive. Namely taking me out when I was going down the headland straight, but never mind. As I say, I generally leave sort of that stuff in, mainly because I've had a couple of messages from people saying, oh, I don't know how you YouTubers get auto drive and courseplay to work so flawlessly. We don't. I, like most, tend to edit most of it. I do leave some in, just to show that it doesn't always go to plan, but I do tend to try and edit most of it out. But I've kind of left, I'm going to leave these in today just to again show those people that have sort of said, how do you do it so flawlessly, and whatever, that actually, the issues that you get are the same issues I get. The difference is that I no one sees theirs, but I edit mine out, so really no one sees mine. But I do sometimes leave it in, as I say, just to sort of show that that we do still have the same issues. But yeah, so we've got that done. As I say, all the sunflowers are harvested now. All the contracts have turned, I don't know, what's that, a yellowy, a green colour, I don't know. So we can cash them in now if we want to, but we can also take the straw, and we're only doing little bales. We don't get a great deal for the straw, so we may as well do it, because it does help us with obviously our costs and stuff like that. So, and a lot of farms in real life, generally, if there is a baling company around and they go to them and say, look, what do you do, use straw? And they say, well, nothing, we chop it. They will say, would you be willing to trail it for us and let us come and do all the work and take them away, and make sure the field's nice and clean when we're done, and everything. And farmers will in general just say, yeah, okay, but you've got X amount of time to get it done, otherwise we plough it in or we do whatever. So that sort of, I'm not saying it happens everywhere, but I know incidences around where where I work, where I've worked on 2 farms, one where straw companies would approach us and say, would you be willing to trail it and leave it, and we'll do the work, and they've sort of said, yeah, that's fine. And one where we've gone to farms and said, exactly the same thing. So I do know it does go on. It's probably not a widespread thing, but because most farmers are pretty savvy and know that bales are worth, sort of, anywhere in the region of, £3 to sort of £6 per bale. I think the last time I was working and involved with bales, I think we were getting £3. No, hang on. We were giving £3.50 a bale, and we were getting £3.50 per bale when on the first farm, and then on the second farm we were giving £3.50 per bale. But when you get to the straw companies, I think, if I remember correctly, like I say, it's a long time ago, I think it was about £6 a bale that we were getting. So we were making roughly sort of, well, £3 on just the raw bale, but then you have sort of time, diesel and everything else to take into account, so probably only making about £152 on bales. But over the course of a summer, if we could get like lots of farms to give us their straw, it mounts up. It doesn't sound much in its sort of singularity, but you mount that up, and suddenly over many bales and many fields, and suddenly you've got a few quid's worth, and it's well worth doing. But so yeah, I apologise if you can hear the drilling type noises in the background. My dear old mum is chopping parsley, so oh dear, the baler's out of twine. So right, I'm going to leave this here anyway, and in the next episode what we'll do is we'll come back, we'll get them gathered up, we'll get them put together, and we'll get them bundled together, and then we'll get them collected and sold. We'll move the time on, and then we'll probably be into more cultivating, liming and stuff like that. So thanks ever so much for watching. If you haven't done already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And all that's left really for me to say is thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. I've really enjoyed having your company, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye for now.